Hello everyone, today I'm here to do a fall tag. You know, I can't let a season go by without doing one of these tags, even though I'm filming this in the middle of summer. You guys know I'm pre-filming, this is a pre-recorded video, but you know what? I want to talk about fall, so let's talk about fall. So this is a tag, obviously, I've done before because not only do I like doing seasonal tags, I like revisiting my old seasonal tags and redoing them again because it's just fun. So today is the autumn book tag. I'll leave the questions down below and the original tag below. Let's talk about fall because in this 90-degree heat that I'm filming in right now, I'm ready to get to it. So question number one is, what is your favorite thing about fall? Everything. Fall is my favorite season, hands down. I would say the coolness, like when it gets to be like below 80, we consider that where I live fall because like my state really only has two seasons, summer and winter. It's lucky if we get a good fall and spring. So like as soon as it's like less than 80, it's like fall. It feels like decent. There's not a lot of humidity. I love that. The style fashion is my favorite fashion of all year. Just I like wearing boots. I like wearing scarves, sweaters, and cardigans. I love that. The colors of fall really speak to me. I love like kind of the maroon, like the kind of burnt orange and the rustic yellow. The leaves, oh my gosh, the leaves. Not the pine straw in my backyard, but the leaves. I'll take the leaves. Just basically anything and everything to do with fall. Like also the cooking. Like it's so, I hate cooking in the summer because I don't use my oven or stovetop a lot because it's already so hot in my house and I'm like, I'm not adding to this heat. But when it gets to be cooler outside, I'm like, oh, I can use my crock pot, I can use my oven, I can use my stove, and it's just easier meals. So there's just what's not to love about fall should be the question. Question number two is, what book on your shelves reminds you of going back to school / your school days? And I really thought long and hard on this. I was like, maybe I should pick my favorite like YA contemporary set in school, and I was like, it doesn't really remind me of school. The only book that really reminds me of school is Harry Potter because I started reading Harry Potter when I was in middle school, like 6th grade. So that really reminds me very, very heavily of school. Also, Meg Cabot. I read like the whole Princess Diaries series in high school before I discovered BookTube and a lot of other like YA books and things like that. So those two are like the ones I think about. Also, Jodi Picoult also reminds me of school because I read her a lot also in high school for some reason. I don't know why. I wasn't prepared for it, but I read them anyway. They're great books. But yeah, those three really remind me of like going back to school. Like if it puts me back in the mindset of being in middle and high school, which I love the memories of those books, but I don't love the memories of school. Question number three is, find a book on your shelf which has something autumn related on the cover. This is going to be the easiest question in the world because I talk about this book every single fall, and that is The Bake Shop at Pumpkin and Spice. This is 3 short stories written by 3 authors. I bought it because of the cover because, I mean, it's like a freaking autumn like miracle. This is a fall bake shop. It's got like pumpkins, pumpkin cookies, scones, pies. I mean, like, if this doesn't make you want to go to fall, like, if this doesn't make you love fall, I honestly don't know what will. What is your favorite horror / Halloween story? That's a question because I don't like scary things. If we're talking about like classic stories, I do like The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. That's a scary story. I can't think of like another one that's like a favorite kind of like classic type of like scary story, Halloween story. I don't know. Speaking of that, what is your favorite horror film? I don't watch horror films. No, I don't do that because I get scared. So instead, I'm going to give you my favorite psychological thriller, which is Gone Girl. I love that movie. I haven't read the book because honestly, her books are a little bit too much for me. I tried reading one of them and I was like, oh my gosh. But I watched Gone Girl a while ago and I loved it. I thought it was so well done. The acting was really good. The storyline was really good. The twists were really good. Like, I love it. So that is my favorite like psychological thriller. I really enjoyed that. Horror movies, like, I mean, I used to watch them when I was younger. Like, I've seen Scream. I've seen I Know You Do Last Summer. I've seen... What else have I seen? I've seen some like paranormal ones, but I don't watch them anymore because I can read some of them, but I don't watch them at all because I'm good. I'm good. Which book release are you most looking forward to this fall? So by the time you see this, I probably have already read these because like I said, I'm pre-filming this. I'm also pre-reading a ton in the summer because I'm expecting my second child. You guys already know. Anyway, the 2 that I think I'm most looking forward to, number 1 is A History of Wild Places by Shay Earnshaw. This is her newest book. It's an adult book and it's like an adult kind of mystery thriller book. I'm just really intrigued to see what she's going to do with it. It comes out in December, but I have an e-arc of it, so I'm super excited to read read it. And the other one is the last book in the Well Met series, which coincidentally I have right here, called Well Played by Jen DeLuca. I think this one comes out in October. It's very fallish, like it's got that Renaissance fair vibe that I love and adore. So those two, I would say I'm anticipating. I have a lot more. I have a whole video on like most anticipated fall releases, honestly, which I will link right here if you want to check it out. Which film release are you most looking forward to this fall? Sadly, I probably won't get to theaters a lot this fall because, again, told you I'm starting my second child, but there are three that I'm really excited about. Number one, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten, a new Marvel movie that looks amazing. Speaking of Marvel, The Eternals as well. Both excited for both of those, honestly. We'll definitely watch them. If not in theaters, definitely when they come out on Blu-ray or DVD. And then Ghostbusters Afterlife. I love the Ghostbusters. I've always have. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do with like kind of a new era of it. I'm excited and intrigued. And I think, you know, it was supposed to come out like last summer, but they pushed it all the way back to this fall, which I think probably will be good because Ghostbusters has got that like kind of fall feelish to it because of Ghost and things like that. I mean, Ghostbusters is just a classic. So I'm definitely excited for those three. Maybe I'll get to see one of them in theaters. Here's to hoping. And the last question is, show 3 books that you're hoping to read this season. Like I said, I have probably already read these by the time you're seeing this because I'm filming this in July. You're seeing this in September, so that's just how it goes. But one, The X-Hex by Aaron Sterling. This one comes out in October, but it's like practical magic, like just funnier. So I really want to read that one. 2 that sadly I do not have e-arcs of or can get early that I'm gonna have to read when they get released is The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik, which is the sequel to, oh my gosh, what is it called? The sequel to A Deadly Education, which I enjoyed. And then what's the other one called? The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the sequel to The Inheritance Game. So those are 2 sequels that I really want to get to. Hopefully I'll get to them this fall. Time will tell. But there you have it. That was the autumn book tag. Like I said, I've done this tag before, so nothing new here. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying the fall. Hopefully it's cooler where you're at right now because I'm hoping that it is. When this video goes up, that would be amazing. But I would love to know your answers to all of these questions. Leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.